Hi everyone, Adrian here, and just doing another video for you guys. Today we have the Telstra Tempo, which is the Telstra carrier's name for the ZTE T815. So as far as I know, Australia is the only place where this phone's been sold so far. Hang on a minute, to bring in some more light. Okay, there we go. So what we have here is a phone that is so far reigning to be the king of cheapo phones here in Australia. So over the last few months we've had the Lumia 530 by Nokia going for only $39.50 with Telstra on prepaid, and here we have the Telstra Tempo, aka ZTE T815, only going for $24.50. Now that also comes with a voucher for $20 worth of credit from the Google Play Store. So, yep, basically a $5 phone. Okay, so let's just dive right in. So we have a 4-inch screen here of, I think it's 854 by 480 resolution. So it's not too bad on the PPI side. It's dual core, 1 GHz, so obviously an older chipset. Like I said, 1 GHz Cortex A7, so very old. 512 megabytes of RAM, Android 4.4 KitKat. So we're dealing with a newer version of KitKat, which is quite impressive. And I think, from memory, KitKat enabled support for 512 megabyte devices. Well, not so much support, but you know, it was a goal of theirs, Google's, to make it run on fluently and smooth on devices that had low amounts of RAM, such as this one here. We've only got 4 gigabytes of internal storage, only 2.5 gigabytes available to user, and so far, after installing all the system apps and all of that, we're down to about 530 odd megabytes left, which is pretty anemic. But we do have the micro SD card expansion, so that does take a bit of the sting away. Okay, we'll just do a quick tour of the device itself. So there is no ZTE logo here, but we have the Telstra logo. Down here we've got the loudspeaker grill, camera lens, volume rocker, power button on the side, headphone jack and micro USB port. At the bottom we've got the microphone and a little finger notch to remove the back cover, which gives you access to the battery, SIM card slot and micro SD expansion slot. Now with this phone, you must note that it only takes standard size SIM cards, so that's quite unusual. So basically, you know, as of late, micro SIM's been, you know, the norm for pretty much all smartphones, and even, you know, with some phones moving into nano SIM territory. So yeah, loudspeaker grill up there, and yeah, let's switch it on. So what we have here is what greets you when you basically unlock the screen. So ZTE have quite a different way of doing things. So to unlock it, you press and hold it, which is something new to me. Down the bottom, I must note that it has hardware capacitive keys. You can't see it because they're not backlit ones, but we've got the back arrow, home, and recent apps, switch apps one. So this is basically what greets you here. So as you can see, the screen's not the best. Wow, you can see the viewing angles there. Quickly fades out. Giving a bit more of a look there. Looks alright front on, but the colours are a bit cold, muted. The screen's very reflective. But you know, what the hell do you expect out of a device that's only $24.50? I mean, come on. You know, this is as cheap as chips. Can't, you know, just can't go wrong with it. So yeah, let's just go for here. I've installed a few apps already. I've got the usual Google apps on here. You know, YouTube, la di da di da. Chrome. So Chrome's pretty responsive. I'll just load up a site here now over Wi-Fi. All about Symbian. Look at that. Smooth as silk. Because this is cut down, this is a bit weird. It doesn't have the this is the latest version of Chrome. It doesn't have the lollipop style animations when you switch between tabs, so obviously maybe just a restriction Chrome has built in for all the graphics specified devices. Here's the main app drawer. Look at that. Smooth. Look at that. Smooth, 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 smooth. Just go through there, go through the toggles. Let me show you that it is Android 4.4 KitKat. Give me a sec. Okay, there it is, ZTE T815. It's running 4x4x2, so not 4x4x4, but quickly, KitKat. Bing. How's that? Now that's actually not bad that this phone has 4.4.2. I mean, there is a system update thing, and upon checking it doesn't come up with anything, but yeah, quite impressive that ZTE have decided to, you know, not fall behind the pack and do a Samsung and basically, you know, just chuck 4.1, 4.2, you know. Any of that's old Android version shit on here, so as you can see, look at that, auto rotate, pretty fluent. Messaging, bang. Calling, bang. It's obviously not the fastest phone in the world, but too badly. Usual task switcher. And this camera is only a 2 megapixel unit on the back, so obviously it's not going to be used for much. I'm not sure if there is a front-facing camera, but we'll check that out quickly. ZTE's little UI. So demo. We'll have to check that out. Maybe it's in Chrome. Quickly. Doesn't appear to say. Anyway, this does have an ambient light sensor, so call me crazy, but wow, see, auto. I've checked it out, is an automatic. And so this screen is, you know, obviously it's just rubbish in direct sunlight, but I'm quite impressed so far by what you get for actually, you know, 20 odd bucks. Everything's just so fast. If you need a spare phone, this will be it, you know. If you need something, check email, a little bit of gaming, a little bit of simple gaming, you know, those kinds of things. Video player, yep. So here we go, here's a movie at 720p resolution. Plays it without a hitch. Okay, not the most kiddie appropriate material in this movie, but as you can see, no lag, no audio delay, nothing. MKV, bang, done. Simple. Does it without a hitch. You know, this is something I didn't expect for something like this, you know. 1 gigahertz, you know, Cortex A7, it's an old chipset, you know, 3-4 years old, you know, I expected to struggle, but no, doesn't put up a fight, you know, just does it, gets on with it, doesn't feel warm, nothing. Where this phone does fall down is battery life, so on Wi-Fi, does great, you know, as soon as you put it on 3G, you take it out of flight mode, battery goes, you know, 20-30%, you know, within a couple of hours. It's absolutely horrendous. I don't know how they can state that it's got 200 hours of standby, and you know, it's got a 1200 milliamp hour battery, so that should tell you a lot that, you know, it's pretty, its battery capacity, you know, in one word, it's just piss weak. But the rest of it, you know, it's great if you want a phone to just muck around with. It's does the trick. As you can see, you can hear. Great loudspeaker. You know, I've heard worse loudspeakers than this on more expensive phones, and you know, it does quite quite well. You know, considering it's so cheap. When this phone came out, it's probably $80 on prepaid. Now, you know, only 24. So, you know, it does great. You know, Play Store, everything just works fine. It's quite fluid. You would not expect this level of performance from a phone this cheap. You know, not at all. Look at that. Not the smoothest ride in town, but does very well. So, you know, onto battery life, I found it quite funny. The ZTE has added a scheduled power on and power off feature. They must know that their battery life's pretty shit and that, you know, won't last a day or anything. Apart from that, it's pretty much stock Android. You can add any, you know, Nova launcher, Google Now launcher, any kind of launcher that you want on there, any kind of themes. You know, I don't know why you would want this as a developer device. It's just so old or whatever. But you know, even if you wanted it for that to muck around with, it's a root to mod. Yep, it's great. It's a great little thing. Yeah, just the only Achilles heel is the battery life. But apart from that, very impressed with what the ZTE have managed to put out, and you know, we're seeing more and more of their products in, you know, stores these days. You know, not only Telstra stocking them, but JB Hi-Fi with the higher end ones. You know, the ones that are competing with the likes of the Moto G 2nd gen. You know, it's very smooth, very, you know, very close to stock Android. You know, great screens, great internals. So, you know, it's along with Huawei. You know, it's definitely. ZTE are definitely a manufacturer that, you know, folks here should, and abroad, should be keeping an eye on in the near future. So yeah, that does it, basically. Not a bad phone, you know. For the price of a nice meal out, and you know, you want something to muck around with or give to the kids, or this is a great phone. So, you know, wow, definitely impressed and surprised and taken aback by, you know, what they've managed to do here. Thank you for watching my video, and you know, like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and see you next time. See what else I can dig up to review. You know, maybe something cheaper or a bit more expensive, but you know, yeah, definitely a surprise. So good to be able to talk about it. Again, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.